Edgar TV.
How do there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV. And if you are new here, guys, my name is Matthew Edgar, PDC professional dart player, and I'm going to talk to you today about arcade games and like carnival based games. Now, when I first started with darts and growing up through darts, it was often done in holiday locations: Blackpool, Eastbourne, Great Yarmouth, places that had managed to give me a particular set of skills that I've acquired over a couple of years that allow me to win lots of tickets like this. Now, this is great for going to arcades and picking up lots of tickets, and I'm going to show you some of the ways in which you can play the games to get jackpots, to get lots of tickets, and to certainly play those skill related games, because there's a pattern and a system. I'm going to show you how to do that over on this channel here. This is Edgar's Playground. This is like a second channel that I've got where basically I just put non-darts related content on. There's not a lot on there at the moment, but there will be some good stuff on there soon. I'm putting the arcade series on there, so if you're interested in finding out about that, head over to Edgar's Playground. You'll also see here, like, I give Jodie a really hot crisp, and I just mess around on there. It's a bit of a place where I can do different things as well as the darts related content. But just got back from Blackpool. As you know, the last few videos have been about Blackpool, and I saw this and it got me thinking. Everyone would expect me to be able to do this game, and I'd expect me to be able to do this game, but can I do this game, or are they things in which will level out the playing field to make it so a professional dart player like myself cannot come along and just take the prizes? So with that in mind, I took one shot of footage in which I could have a go at this and see how I got on. So the first thing to remember with this is that the playing field has already been levelled, because these games expect a level of skill that you can come in and do this. Take the basketball game, for example. They lower the hoop, they shorten the distance, and then the hoop is no longer circular, it actually goes to like an oval shape. Similar sort of thing happens here. So if we look at this, we've got three different variables here. Variable number one is the height. So I couldn't quite get the tape measure to it, but we snuck round the side here and we sort of roughly worked out the height. The height of a dartboard to the ball is 5'8". I roughly worked out this to be about 5'3" for the height of the middle of the dartboard to where it is. That's variable one. Variable two is the length in which you are throwing the darts. So when you're throwing the darts, normally 7'9½". This is a little over 4 feet, so you are a lot closer to the board. Now, you can stand further back, but that variable has already been thought of in the fact that the board is lower. So you can get yourself far enough away, so you go, that feels like I'm far enough away, but the board being lower has already counteracted that variable. The extra variable here as well, you'll see, is it goes straight through, and you've got a wind variable. So the further back you go, we are on a pier here when we're playing this, the wind will be blowing onto the final variable here, which is the darts themselves. The darts themselves are brass darts. They are extremely light with an aluminium stem, with a very, very peculiar, different sort of flight on them. So actually these are designed to fishtail and waver and certainly get caught in the wind, again to offer a variable when the dart is travelling. So can we even throw darts at 4 feet? Is it an advantage to be closer, or is it a disadvantage? So what I've done here is I've tried to recreate the angle at home and go double 11, bull, double 6 across. And you'll see actually with my own darts, I'm not too far away from the targets. If not far away from them, I'm actually hitting them. Double 3, bull, double tops is the shot here. And then the last one we're going for 3 bulls. So taking out the variable of actually the darts does actually benefit on the angle with the skill level. So it's going to make you more accurate in terms of the play and trying to get the score required, which is 8 points or more. Now, as you can imagine, with these points, the 3s and the 2s are all next to 0, so if you do miss in any way, you aren't going to be getting it. But the target is roughly just a little bit smaller than the 25 and the ball combined. So again, perception of the game should be that I should be able to do it. Let's have a look, see how I got on. So here we go. We've got 5 darts in which to score 8 or more points. So you'll see a bit of shoddy camera work here from Thornton Darts. Me getting me change, £5 to go on this. So but yeah, apologies for the camera work here. The Thornton Darts, they're just showing them around. So the first thing that we're going to note here is when I pick the darts up, I'm like, whoa, these are super light. And the other thing I show here is look at the flights. So if you actually have a look at the flights, they look like a heart shape. They're very weird, and they was very papery. So they couldn't really handle a lot of weight. Very, very, very thin flights. That are, yeah, paper would be the best way to sort of describe those. But anyway, let's have a little go at the game. See how we get on. First start. Bash. I know you can't see this too well because again I've told you Thornton Darts shabby camera work. We start with a big 3. 3 on the first start. Great start there for Edgar. Surely going to win. Now this is the point I mess up because I didn't realise, because I didn't read the rules, that you are meant to hit different sections. So it doesn't count if you hit the same section. So yeah, still 3. I need to go for a different number. That'll teach me. I don't like reading, so I'm looking around. Where's another shot? Spin that in the 0, I think. That's in a 0, and then a 1 there as well. So, ugh. Actually, when it comes down to it, it's a big enough leveler. There is enough things in there to prevent skill from just turning up and winning this game. Now, I am under no illusion that the more I did this game, the quicker I'd adapt to it, and I'm pretty sure I'd be able to get that right every time. Similar to when I'm throwing darts here. The more goes I have at it from that closer distance, the more likely I am to start to do that. But as a one-off go or a two-off goes, like I said, that £5 go, you're not going to stand there playing this 4 or 5 attempts to start to get the right feel and the go for it. So you're going to need to do it in 1 or 2 attempts in order to feel successful at this game. So in terms of is a professional dart player a benefit at this type of game, it's going to have an element of a benefit, but with that many variables, the playing field is quite level, is what I would suggest. And it backed it up pretty well when I saw, not long after me, a 7-year-old boy come, almost javelin throw, and he scored 10. He did it, and he got a Rasta bear. So there's enough variables there to level the playing field, is what I would say. If you want a way, like I say, to play on a more level playing field, especially when you go to those arcades, check out Edgar's Playground. I will be uploading those videos next week, give you some hints and tricks at the arcade. But as far as this one goes, there's no benefit, I don't feel. Could be wrong, but it happens quite often actually. Yeah, I'll catch you soon guys for some more Edgar TV. Edgar TV.